I was having a talk with one of my closest friends the other day, and it really prompted me to get on here and make this video for you guys, pretty much on the concept of how important it is to just live your life. So just to give you guys a little bit of background, I'm somebody, for a majority of you who may know, that's watched some of my videos. I've always kind of been super dialed in on life, right? Super structured, strategic, everything had to make sense if I was doing it. But as I grow older, as I learn and I expand mentally, I've realized that what I've done to myself, constantly being on this pursuit of success, even happiness, and trying to find overall peace and mental clarity, is that there was one thing that I realized I was always lacking along the journey, and that was just overall living. The idea of just taking a moment and not focusing on what's to come, but genuinely appreciating the moment for what it is. And what this did for me as I grew older, roughly when I hit 24, 25 years old, I'm 26 now, but I felt like I wasted a lot of my life. I didn't necessarily take the time to enjoy my accomplishments or to give myself credit for things that I've always wanted to do that I may have gotten done. And then I reached a point mentally where I realized that it's not necessarily about the end goal, it's about the journey. The process itself to get from point A to point Z is going to take time. This time cannot be wasted so focused on what's to come that you don't allow yourself to live in the moment. Yes, I know that we all want to be great, but leading up to that point, you have to be mentally conscious and aware enough that you're still here. The very fact that you're still existing means that you have to value and appreciate each day and live it as if it's your last. Now, I know this can be hard if you're somebody that may not be as financially stable, because we know that it dang near costs money just to breathe these days, right? But that's why it's important not to tie your overall happiness to materialistic things or even things that require any form of finances. You can find peace in nature, you can find peace in writing. There's so many different forms of contentment that you can get from things that don't require money. So I say all that to say, stop overthinking every move. Yes, some of the best moments will happen in your life when you just live. When you stop thinking about the consequences. And I'm not speaking this as if you should just stop doing what you've been doing right this entire time. And I feel like something that's super common in a way that we think as young people is that you have to have everything figured out before you start enjoying your life. And I feel like this is the biggest scam of them all, because first and foremost, we do not know when we're gonna go. Our time here is limited. So if you're living each day so set forth and focused on what's to come, things that you don't even have yet, just building and working and grinding day in and day out, before you actually get to enjoy yourself. And just imagine when you finally get there to the point where you acquire all the success and all the, riches that you may want, then you suddenly pass away. How unfortunate would that be? And I've seen this happen plenty of times with celebrities or just some of my closest friends, where people didn't even get to experiment or explore that new version of themselves that came with that form of success. Life itself is not waiting for you to be perfect. It's happening right now. What decisions can you make that are going to bring you peace? Just think about it like this, for example. Majority of people wait until the weekend to go out and enjoy themselves, right? Whether it's partying, whether it's socializing, or just hanging out with friends. Why is that so? You may say it's because people work, some people have kids or a family to tend to, but if we can find ways to slowly stop relying on the weekends itself just to have fun and enjoy ourselves, then our life will suddenly become much more meaningful. You can spend that quality time with your family on a Monday, go out to dinner, enjoy yourselves. Do not wait and try to cram everything that you want to do into 2 to 3 days on a weekend and then suddenly have to wait for the weekend to come right back for you to do it again. I used to be this person. And one thing that I've learned is that you miss the beauty of the present when you're constantly waiting on the future. You miss the beauty in right now. And I get it. Not every day is going to be productive. Some days are going to be peaceful, and that's fine. Some days you aren't going to feel like working extra hard, but as long as you show up and you do what you need to do, then it counts. It's about consistency more than anything. But I want you to know right now that your overall worth is not measured by your progress. It's measured by your presence, how you show up, how much can you be in the moment, how valuable are you really? And one thing that I feel like holds so many people back is just the very fact that you believe that you owe somebody an explanation for choosing peace. Sometimes the entire concept of just living just means letting go of the plan and just being strictly in the moment. And one thing that I've learned that this will teach you is it'll just teach you how to go with the flow. If you're somebody that's extremely structured like me, it can be kind of hard to do that. But once you do experience that other side where you're able to just live, where you're able to just allow life to be what it is, it completely changes your perception. It's okay to be present sometimes. Does this mean that you need to slack off and not do what you need to do? No. It does teach you how to be in the moment. It does teach you how to show a sense of gratitude for right now rather than focusing on things to come. And I'm telling you right now, real happiness starts when you stop performing and just simply start being. Cut the act, cut the games, and just be who you are. Just think about it like this. You cannot relive yesterday, and you cannot predict tomorrow. So what's left for you to do is just be present in the moment. I know it can be easy to constantly replay your mistakes in your head, but your mistakes are not life sentences. They're lessons that you can learn from and move on. And that's the beauty in life, because it really doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you go through. The moment that you decide that it's over and you're going to start being more present and you're going to start living, you can do that. You can forgive yourself. You can let go of trauma, hardship, heartbreak, anything that you want to, and start living. But it takes you realizing that it's possible. And when you slow down, above all, you realize how much beauty you've been walking past. When you focus on the little details in life, whether it's taking a moment to spend with your family, when you're focusing on the little things, you realize how valuable they truly are, things that you may have taken for granted. Just the time, the energy that you share, the conversations. You're able to actually focus and be thankful for those things. So just live your life. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. Who cares what people have to say? Who cares who don't like it? Live for you, and I promise you, everything will turn out exactly how it's supposed to. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue J Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.